For those of you who don't know, you might know, if you don't know anything about Whitest Kids You Know, you've definitely seen the Trevor Morris sketch about him saying, you can't say, I want to assassinate the president of the United States of America with a gun. You can't say that. Like, that's the famous, that's the one that you've probably seen that one. Like, that one is a fucking classic. You can't say that. It's one of the things you can't say. It's a classic one. The PSA, they have really good bits. I mean, there's a bunch of classics. Like, Whitest Kids You Know, I would say, is like is a type of comedy that existed for a short period of time in the UK as well, with Brass Eye and all of those guys. That is just now gone. We just don't have it anymore, I don't think. Like, people have tried to make it happen. People have tried to like do something similar to that, but it just like doesn't exist, I don't think. We're just not funny as a society anymore. We're just fucking ass. And it's not because there aren't funny people. It's just, I don't know. Ain't no time for funny business.
Hi, I'm Trevor Moore. Did you know that it's illegal to say I want to kill the president of the United States of America? It's illegal. It's a federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal.
You want to know why? You want to know why this is this is a sketch? Here, I'll give you an accurate reflection of the times as to why you can't do comedy anymore, okay? Because some motherfucker is going to clip him just saying this part, the illegal thing you can't say, and then go, this guy wants to kill the president of America. We have to arrest him. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. That's where we're at. And it's not about like being too woke to joke. It's just everybody is woke. The right wingers are woke. The liberals are woke. Everyone is behaving in the same way where they're like, no time for comedy for me. Okay. That's it. That's it. I mean, I deal with this on a daily fucking basis. I try to make jokes about like the otherwise incredibly cruel world that we exist in. And motherfuckers will clip it to be like, oh, we gotta kill this guy.
Federal offense. It's one of the only sentences that you're not allowed to say. Now, it was okay for me to say it right then because I was just telling you that it's illegal to say, I want to kill the president of the United States of America. I'm not actually saying it. I'm just letting you know that it's illegal to say that. It's kind of like a public service. I'm letting you know so that you don't accidentally go out and say something like that. But what's interesting is that it's very illegal to say.
Like yesterday, I suggested that as a public service, we should have like cops do, the cops should just like eat it, right? At protests, like you bring a cop out, only hand-to-hand combat to release stress, okay? There was 1 million people that heard that and went, this is my opportunity to shine. I am going to use this as a way to say Hassan wants police officers to be shot in broad daylight in the streets, gunned down, fucking, or whatever number of different like schizophrenic hallucinations. You can't even make a goddamn suggestion jokingly, okay? It sucks. Everybody fucking cries. Everybody fucking cries about everything. No more charitability. The internet and clip culture and the mean ways that we exist have truly destroyed one aspect of comedy, okay? One aspect of like just making jokes, being a silly little guy. You can't be a silly little guy anymore. It's fucking annoying. Some motherfucker has to take what you're saying sincerely, as though you are suggesting it as a real thing. And the algos are basically pumping that kind of attitude. And this isn't about like why can't we say slurs? Like woke killed comedy, we can't say slurs. That's not what I'm talking about at all, because right wingers are the ones who do this shit all the goddamn time, you know? I would say like one of the last examples of this kind of stuff, at least like flying in a podcast format, was Cumtown, unironically. And it was a beautiful moment in time, which is part of the reason why I think a lot of people do actually look back at that fondly and remember it fondly, even if they were like, even if they were kind of upset about it. Gladison agrees with our VP. True meaning of a man is just telling some jokes. Our vice president said that. Which the real vice president or the shadow vice president? A man throwing a sandwich at a cop is comedy. Yeah, that's another one. Like, I was like, bro, really? You're going to fucking arrest people? And I talked to normies about this too. I was talking about the cop getting hit with a fucking ham sandwich thing. Okay. And I was like, bro, you're really gonna arrest this man for throwing a ham sandwich at you? Like, what do you have some fucking shame, you know, have some decency. And I talked to normies about it, and they unironically were like, nah, dude, fuck it. You can't throw something at a cop. You need to be killed. It's like Americans' brains are broken, dude. We used to have healthy attitudes. We used to be a real nation. People used to not really fuck with cops all that much. You know what I mean? People understood that it was like, you know, it's just, you got to let certain things slide. Okay. We don't let nothing slide no more.
I really think someone out there should kill the president of the United States of America. That's illegal. Extremely illegal. Very, very illegal. But not illegal to say with a mortar launcher, because that's its own sentence. It's an incomplete sentence, but it may have nothing to do with the sentence before that. So that's perfectly fine, perfectly legal. I also found out that it's incredibly illegal.
If somebody throws a sandwich at my mother, I would hope they would get arrested. Is your mother a cop wearing Kevlar vests, doing a fucking military invasion of DC, the nation's capital, and only getting a fucking light ham sandwich slapped to the chest? Like, what do you mean? What if my mother was in the trajectory of the sandwich? Like, why are you making this? Why are you building an entirely separate hypothetical here? Like, why do you guys have so much fucking, I don't know if this is like debate pervertry or something. Like, I think it's objectively funny that a Department of Justice official walked up to a cop and threw a ham sandwich at one. Okay. That's an objectively funny situation. I think it's entirely overkill to hunt this dude down and arrest him and hit him with a litany of different crimes, like assaulting an officer with a delicious weapon. Like, it's just crazy. No, you were going to get shaken for that statement. I think it's an objectively funny thing. Okay. It's an objectively funny thing. People get so fucking mad. If people are crazy. People are fucking nuts. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with it anymore. You're getting more trolls because last week you said you don't get hogs anymore. I know that's true, but this one's not a hog. I think this one's just a person who just wants to be contentious.
Extremely illegal to go on television and say something like the best place to fire a mortar launcher at the White House would be from the roof of the Rockefeller Hewitt building because of minimal security, and you'd have a clear line of sight to the president's bedroom. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, recklessly, insanely illegal. Yet even more illegal to show an illustrated diagram. Insanely illegal. Ridiculously, horribly felonious, because they will come to your house in the middle of the night and they will lock you up. Extremely against the law. One thing that is technically legal to say.
Dude, remember, once again, you cannot post the diagram of the doohickey that was used in the assassination of Shinzo Abe as a quote retweet of a sitting senator demanding that people kill protesters. You can't do that, okay? Also illegal. It's not allowed. I'm telling you right now, you cannot post the doohickey, the diagram of the doohickey, the handmade artisanal farm to table weapon that was created in the assassination of Shinzo Abe as a quote retweet of Senator Tom Cotton's post on Twitter about killing American citizens for the crime of doing a First Amendment protected demonstration. You can't do that. Okay. You cannot do that. It is illegal. It is illegal. Don't do that. Yeah. But do you see what I mean? Like that. Yeah. This I'm showing you right now. This illegal. Okay. It's just like, it's so funny that like all of the people who think the peak of comedy is like saying the N-word, will unironically look at stuff like this and to this day still go, this person wanted to assassinate a sitting senator. He did a death threat to a sitting senator. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. What do you mean? Why are you fucking concern trolling? Shut the fuck up. Anyway, and it's just funny because like we unironically have to sit around and act like this is a sincere concern being demonstrated by people. A sincere concern demonstrated by really scared people, really worried people. Like, this is causing a lot of instability. Their whole life on the internet is concern trolling. They never say what they truly think. I know. It's so fucking lame. Shut up.